So Brian found this ad earlier. We're gonna go right to it. It's a Michael Jordan ad. We're gonna take a look at this, and then we have a couple baseball ads. So let's keep with basketball and go to the Michael Jordan ad.
Maybe it's my fault. Maybe I led you to believe it was easy when it wasn't. Maybe I made you think my highlights started at the free throw line and not in the gym. Maybe I made you think that every shot I took was a game winner. That my game was built on flash and not fire. Maybe it's my fault that you didn't see that failure gave me strength, that my pain was my motivation. Maybe I led you to believe that basketball was a God-given gift and not something I worked for every single day of my life. Maybe I destroyed the game. Or maybe you're just making excuses.
Wow, guys, we just got emasculated by Michael Jordan.
That's what he does.
Know. It's just like we're just inspired right now.
Yeah, just wanna go
look at me. I went to a
world.
concert and my back hurt from standing for 4 hours, and Michael Jordan's basically calling me a pussy right now.
Didn't he like win an
like,
NBA Finals game with
that?
like 101 fever or something crazy?
It was the flu game when he was. I forget. I guess they were in Indiana. I forget where.
Oh
Apparently,
no! Yeah, it was definitely.
they poisoned his food in the hotel.
Game. It was Utah Jazz. It was like I think it was the finals, and it was the Utah Jazz, and he had food poisoning. A lot of people think he was poisoned on purpose, like someone poisoned his food.
The flu game,
so he could, so he.
Could so it wasn't a flu; it was food poisoning.
It was. That's what they said. It was food poisoning. He had like terrible food poisoning. He was like throwing up constantly.
Yeah. That'd be cool if like he just put a diaper on under his uniform.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was just like run to the nearest Kmart, because back then it was Kmart, and get me a big box of Depends right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, like that's the thing. It was like everyone says it was the flu, but like if you watch The Last Dance, it was. He said it was something he ordered takeout. And he ate takeout, and it just completely destroyed his stomach.
It might have just been the food in Indianapolis, also. I'm not just being the problem. I mean,
I don't. Again, it was in Utah, so it was like those.
I thought it was in Indianapolis. Yeah, that's
so blame the Mormons if anything.
But, it was Game 5 of the '97.
The Romney family had money on that game. Okay, they weren't going to let it happen.
I mean, I love this commercial. I mean, definitely. I mean. It gives you chills watching this commercial.
Yeah.
You definitely get inspired. And you're definitely like, holy shit. But it's also like, of course, Michael Jordan is such a narcissist in a way that he's just like, maybe I was just too good and you all suck. Maybe let me just remind you how amazing I was and how you guys will not even get in the NCAA. You guys won't even make it to the finals.
Yeah, exactly, Brian. After the camera turned off, after the speech is over, he says to all those kids, like, look, you're all just a bunch of white crackers. You're never going to make it in the NBA. You suck. You're too short. You're a little bitch. And then he drops like 4 N-bombs and just leaves. And that's it.
Or he just spits in their face.
Yeah, exactly. Calls him a bitch.
and they just try to collect the spit because they think his DNA will get into that. Like, thank you so much. Now I'm blessed. This is how it's like a more gross and sad version of like Mike. Waiting a little bow wow, put his shoes on, except he has to spit in their mouth.
He's like, fuck them kids.
I'm going off the rails. I'm going real gross tonight.
Hey, it's whatever you're into, Brian. I don't judge.
That's gonna be my new Pornhub category is Michael Jordan spitting in the mouth.
Yeah, like a mother bird to her chicks.
Yeah, that's got to be a
mother bird regurgitating the food for the babies. That's Michael Jordan's. On DNA.
All right, what do we got next?
Michael, that's how he feeds all the kids at the training camp. Is he just eats food and he spits it in their mouth. He's like, now run suicides right now. Now go.
You flew like
have
me.
Time to swallow. Just inject right now.
I played with 103 temperature.
You don't have time to chew. I chewed it for you. Now go.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, I also love that. it's one of those things where like I watched that video and like I know all the kids there are like shitting their pants because Michael Jordan is giving them like a scared straight speech.
Yeah.
And they're like, wow, all these kids are looking at Michael Jordan. They're like, I'm so inspired to go and be the best I can be. And then their dad is in the corner like, I've been saying the exact same thing. And you're like, shut the fuck up, Dad. Michael Jordan is talking right
It's Michael
now.
Jordan time.
Okay.
Listen, Michael Jordan is our substitute gym teacher today.
Games.
Yeah.
I like to tell myself that Michael Jordan in his free time does substitute gym teaching. Like that'd be cool if that was a thing. You know,
Oh, he'd be the meanest substitute teacher ever.
He'd be amazing.
He'd destroy all the children. Michael Jordan, as someone who like loves and hates him, I mean, I like admire the fuck out of his work ethic. Obviously, who doesn't? And he's obviously incredible. But like, he's also just. I mean, he is a sociopath too. He is like the one time he talks about some tough shit in the Last Dance, but the one time he like breaks down and starts crying is when he talks about how much he loves winning and how much winning means to him. He's like, cut the cameras. It's like, dude, we just talked about your dad getting murdered on the side of the highway. You just were like, yeah, I mean, whatever. But then, like,
I mean, you win some dads, you lose some dads. Am I right? But basketball,
Basketball.
Yeah, but he was just like, but in terms of winning, you should cut the cameras. Although not for nothing, there is that video after when he wins the finals after his dad died, and then he's just like fucking bawling, like weeping in the locker. Then again, some people think he murdered him, but or got him murdered. But
that is for another time and place.
That is for another time and place.
Another podcast.